morning.
We also are saying good morning to our online community. Thank you for being with us online and taking this time to celebrate with us. And so we are in the season of Kwanzaa. And so I want to say to everyone, Habaragani. And so when we say Habaragani, that means what's the news? And then you say Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. So let's do that together. Habaragani. Habaragani. One more time. Habaragani. Yes, collective work and responsibility. And so we cannot do this without each other. And that's the same for this service. This service could not exist without the presence of you. So we are so grateful you are here with us this morning. I want to invite you to just take a look at the person next to you and give them a warm smile or just a look to just say, I'm grateful to see you this morning. And so I want to let you know that I am Tina Bathsheba Harambe, a licensed practitioner here at East Bay, and I will be your pulpit assistant today. So let's get ready to gather, celebrate, and remember, this is what we call a day party. Let's have fun together.
Give it thanks, give it thanks. How's everybody feeling? You feeling good this morning? We just want to start the vibration off high, keep it going all the way to the end of the service throughout this beautiful day as we celebrate Kwanzaa, as we celebrate community, as we celebrate coming together in spiritual practice. And we spread love all around the world, resonating from this space to everywhere that we go, sending frequencies all around the world. Continuing in that practice of saying hello or greeting somebody. I want you to get up, give somebody a handshake, give them a hug, spread some love. Say hello, because we just spread what? We spread love all around the world. We spread love all around the world. Hey, spread love all around the world. Just say hello, spread love all around the world. Say hi, spread love all around the world. Spread a good vibe all around the world. East Bay, spread love all around the world. I spread universal love all around the world. This one for my people near and far. Hit you with the sounds that'll touch your heart. Blessings like a message that was sent from God. I spread universal love all around the town. Some claim they are the queen, but I wear the crown. Shining like the biggest and the brightest star. Blessings like a message that was sent from God. Blessings like a message that was sent from God. Blessings like a message that was sent from God. Blessings like a message that was sent from God. Universal law, what you give shall return. Every day's a lesson we live and we learn. I take a look around, it got me so concerned. Feels like these are the times the Savior shall return. So I look in the mirror, see a God reflection. Knowing the change I want to see begins in my perception. Look every person in the eye, allow a real connection. Fear no man, I know the angels over us protecting. No weapon formed against us shall ever prosper. Knowing even through the struggles, that just makes us stronger. My sacrifices are the prayers a humble servant offers at the altar. These bars as hard as the rock of Gibraltar. I never falter, got the haters puzzled like a crossword. Hit them with them spiritual laws. Meditation, mantra, affirmation, honor, uplift, up, most high, East Bay to Wakanda. I spread universal love all around the world. This one for my people near and far. Hit you with the sound that'll touch your heart. Blessings like a message that was sent from God. I spread universal love all around the town. Some claim they are the queen, but I wear the crown. Shining like the biggest and the brightest star. Blessings like a message that was sent from God. Spread love all around the world. We spread love all around the world. We spread love all around the world. Come on, come on. Conscious master, lead these passages like I'm a pastor. Acrobatic for the people, I bend over backwards. Harriet Tubman in a tunnel holding up a lantern, trying to lead a way to deeper understanding. Deepest canyons taking chances, we keep advancing. The love that we feel goes beyond romantic. It's looking out for my brothers, cause we all a family. It's uplifting sisters like they are the queen, empowering the youth and telling them they can be anything. It's spreading the energy, synergies through vicinity, speaking positive, uplift the people. Lord, 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 have mercy on my people and community. This is how we do it, and we do it beautifully. Spread unity between you and me. Spread love all around in the vicinity. Hey, I spread universal love all around the world. This one for my people near and far. Hit you with the sound that'll touch your heart. Blessings like a message that was sent from God. I spread universal love all around the town. Some claim they are the king, but I wear the crown. Shining like the biggest and the brightest star. Blessings like, I want you to say something. Spread universal love all around the world. This is for the people near and far. Hit them with the sounds that'll touch their heart. Blessings like a message that was sent from God. We spread universal love all around the town. We all kings and queens, yo, we wear the crown. Shining like the biggest and the brightest star. Blessings like a message that was sent from God.
Love from around the world. Thank you, Brother Kev Choice. And band, thank you, thank you, thank you to remind us about this love around the world. And so in the spirit of Kwanzaa, this collective work, this prayer is a collective prayer, not an individual prayer. And so as we center ourselves and go into prayer, I would like you to just take a quiet moment to go within and first say to you, I love you. And not just I love you, say your name. Say your name. I love you. And I'm here to say today, as Tina Bathsheba Harambe, that quiet voice is that I love you. I love you, Reverend E. I love you, Aunt Phyllis, for the way you have loved me. And I invite you to go in your heart knowing that we're all in this sacred place of prayer, and to pour love from your heart onto all those that you want to feel that love. Because as we recognize here in this spiritual practice, here at East Bay Church of Religious Science, what we know is that there is only one life. And that life is God's life. And it is the life that is using each and every one of us to be the full expression of love. because we are one with it. We're one with the nature of it, the power of it, the presence of it. And this oneness constantly and consistently resonates in the DNA of who we are. It reminds us that we are in the nature, in the beingness of it. And so it's in all of who we are and what we are. And so God is not only in our beingness, it's in our relationships, our friendships. It is in our business affairs, our personal affairs. It is in our family. It is in everything, because God is all in all. And if God is everything and everywhere, then it is in every aspect of our lives and beingness. And so I'm just giving thanks right now for this power and this presence and this truth. I'm giving thanks right now that it knows you. And it knows who you are and what you are. And every part of you is so expressive and powerful and magnificent that it wanted to remind you, not only for 2025, how fabulous life is. It wants you to know throughout eternity that you are forever, and we are all forever, magnificent love beings. And so I'm just giving thanks this morning. I am giving thanks for knowing that we are the melody and the music of life. I am giving thanks that we are the ocean and the stream and the river. I'm giving thanks that we know from the mountaintop to the valley that it all will be well, and it is all well from the top to the bottom and even in the middle. I'm giving thanks that every ingredient that we are has been baked to the fullest, and we the full expression of the best delivery of whatever you want to call it, a dessert, a meal, or a drink. You are it. We are it. And we will continue to be this, not only individually, collectively. And it is through this greatness and this love presence that I say Ashe. I say amen. And so it is. And we say to ourselves, touch you, I love you. I love you. All right. It is a day party. Thank you, Eric. So for all of we're often announcing this. I always announce this in Fourth Sunday because we're here rocking and rolling. This is like Hip Hop Sunday. And so our young people always go to day parties. And I know sometimes for people like, what is a day party? That means they're partying in the morning, 10, 11 o'clock. They turn it up. That's what it's called. So we are turning up in church. We're having a good time. We've come to party like the young people party, so we know that we are intergenerational, that we are all connected, from the young, the babies, and the old. And we see babies in here. And so we will ever be connected. All right, it is time for us to do God is the Only Power in Our Life. Manuel, come on up and do this with me. We will do this in English and Spanish. And this is our way to know that we are bilingual. And this is our inclusive way in this radical love to remind us that every language is an important language. So everyone take a breath in and release. And as you say these words, know this to be the truth for you. God is the only power in my life. Nothing from without can touch the perfect life of God within me. No past experience has power over me. I am a perfect child of God, and nothing that anyone has ever done or said can interfere with my divine birthright. The power of God is greater than any circumstance in my life. The strength of God is mine to use. Turning away from all feelings of inadequacy, I discover that all that I need is within me right now. As I forgive the past, I find that I have nothing to atone for and nothing to run away from. Can we pause for just a minute there and take a breath? So anything that you need to release or let go in 2025, or even further back, let it go. Let's repeat that again. As I forgive the past, I find that I have nothing to atone for and nothing to run away from. Casting off the old me, I discover my true self. I take dominion in my life. Old habits have no power over me. Conditions have no power over me. Personalities have no power over me. I take dominion. I am whole. I am free. I am complete now and forevermore. And so it is. Yes.
Buenos días, Isbe. Dios es el único poder en mi vida. Nada de afuera puede tocar la vida perfecta de Dios adentro de mí. Soy un niño perfecto de Dios y nada que cualquiera haya hecho o dicho puede intervenir con mi herencia divina. El poder de Dios es más fuerte que cualquier circunstancia en mi vida. La fuerza de Dios es mía para utilizar. Olvidando los sentimientos de insuficiencia, yo descubro que todo lo que necesito está dentro de mí en este momento. Cuando perdono el pasado, encuentro que no tengo nada para expiar o escapar. Olvidando mi antigua persona, yo descubro mi verdadera persona. Yo tomo dominio en mi vida. Los hábitos antiguos no tienen poder sobre mí. Las condiciones no tienen poder sobre mí. Las personalidades no tienen poder sobre mí. Yo tomo dominio, soy entero, soy libre, soy completo. Ahora y para siempre es así. Sí, sí.
Thank you, Manuel. So it's time to welcome our first-time guests. If you're here with us on a Sunday for the very first time here at East Bay Church, we would love for you to stand. We have something that we would love to give you as a gift. We're not going to ask you to speak or anything. We just love for you to stand and stay standing so we can acknowledge you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And then East Bay, as our first-time guest, is receiving our gift to them. If you continue to stand, please. And we'll have all of our congregants to stretch your hands out. And we want you to know, we see you. We know who you are. You are the full expression of God. We love you. And welcome to East Bay. Thank you.
Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks for the opportunity to share music in this space on this last Sunday of the year. Hope you had a Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, holiday season. It's a blessing to see so many beautiful faces. And for these songs that we're going to express today, like I said, this is not a performance, this is a ritual. This is a channeling of spirit for us as musicians, as creatives, as artists to share and to inspire and to also educate as well, as we do here in this space at East Bay. I've learned so much just being in this space. Even those principles that we just read, I realized that I've almost memorized most of them, which is crazy. It's not something that we study, but it's something that we've embodied. How many people have those principles like almost memorized? And we don't really realize it. I was just sitting there like, wow. So just thank y'all for sharing in that practice. 15 years ago, I wrote this song about Kwanzaa because I felt like, as in hip-hop tradition, we do educate, we inspire, we inform about our culture, and I didn't hear a lot of songs about Kwanzaa, so I wanted to write this song. I also want to acknowledge that this song is a sample of a Nigerian funk group, and also just sending love and peace and blessings and protection and grace to the people in Nigeria right now who are actually, a village was attacked by our U.S. government on Christmas Day. So if you don't know about that, I don't see a lot of us talking about that or uplifting that. But sending peace to the people in Nigeria right now. Let's give that up for them. Send them some love. Talk about a lot of different things, but we got to make sure we stay informed and also just share information with ourselves as well. But going back to Africa, it always goes back to the drums. So give it up for my brother Dame Drummer on the drums. I got a beautiful crew today. Let's give it up for my brother Io Brame on saxophone, who's home with us on his break from a new school in New York where he's studying music right now. Also on that beautiful guitar over there, who's also a bass player and a composer and a producer and a musical director and all kind of things. Give it up for Clark Sims, the funk father, on the guitar. And also blessing us with her beautiful talents as a bass player, a vocalist. Give it up for Lily Stern on the bass. I'm gonna start off with this chorus that kind of was my way of also just memorizing the principles of Kwanzaa. I know today we're on the third day. On this type of groove, we clap like this on the one. Everyone. Come on. Come on. We live by these principles: unity, self-determination, collective wealth, responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, faith. Go ahead and light the candles. We gon' get it started for the ancestors. It's the harvest. We gon' get it popping like this. Light it up. Light it up. Who gon' keep the tradition alive if it's not us? Keep it on. Back to the motherland, come on. Nigeria, Ethiopia. One more time, keep that going. We live by these principles: unity, self-determination, collective wealth, responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, faith. Go ahead and light the candles. We gon' get it started for the ancestors. Keep it popping, yo. This the harvest, y'all. Light it up. I wanna see y'all stand up and dance with us. Come on, to the groove. Come on, come on. Let that movement be your energy right now. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Keep that going. Let me spin it like this. We are the sons of Africa, daughters of the motherland. Come again. I just want to help y'all understand without trying to be all pompous and preachy. You ain't got to wear a kufi, a dashiki, or sweet Swahili. But when I say habari gani, know that that's a greeting, meaning what's the news? Time to celebrate the first fruits. Like Questlove, y'all, I'ma take it to the roots. When I speak, I'm only trying to take you to the truth. Take it to the culture, gotta teach it to the youth. Take it to the stoops, the porches, the corners. We gotta learn to bring it back into the order for this to continue. Relate like somebody that you kin to. The customs, the rituals, the principles, Kwanzaa. Somebody light up, yo, Kanara to the, come on. We live by these principles, unity, self-determination, collective wealth, responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, faith. Somebody light the candles. We gon' get it sparking for the ancestors. It's the harvest. Light it up, come on. Who gon' keep the tradition alive if it's not us, y'all? Clap your hands, clap your hands. Who gon' keep it alive if not us, huh? Who gon' keep the traditions alive if it's not us, huh? Who gon' keep the tradition alive if it's not us? Happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa. Let's take it back to the verse, y'all. Now let's get to the principles. First one, emoja, unity, the people, the unity community. Uplift all of us and maintain. Second principle, Kuji, Chagalia, self-determination. Define, create, speak for ourselves. We gotta uplift and heal and speak for ourselves. Take responsibility. That's the third, Ujima. The word, come on now, let's work. The fourth one, cooperative economics. Support businesses, control it for the people. Buy our products, the mom and pop coffee shop. Don't go to Starbucks. Come on, hey. The fifth one, you gotta go back to all the ways we do it for the days. And the sixth is Kumba, show some creativity and leave a legacy and make history. The seventh one, you know that's faith. Coming out of your heart, let it escape and let it be free and live for the love of the people and God. Let's take it to the core and show how we get there. We live by these principles: unity, self-determination, collective wealth, responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, faith. Go ahead and light the candles. Pour some libation for the ancestors. Let's get it started. We gonna get it popping. It's the harvest. It's the harvest. Habari Gani. Come on, Io. One more time. We live by these principles: unity, self-determination, collective wealth, responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, faith. Somebody light the candles. We gon' do it now for the ancestors. It's the harvest. We gon' get it poppin' like this. Light it up. Light it up. Who gon' keep the tradition alive if it's not us? Who gonna keep the tradition alive if it's not us? Give thanks to y'all. Thank y'all for joining in. And now we got the candles getting lit. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. I love that. I love that. I love that. We have one more offering that we're gonna express. You know, I do a lot of different practices that I've learned here at East Bay: journaling, meditation, visioning. All of these things. And as we look into 2026, I just want us to take a moment, a breath, to envision, you know, where we want to be, what we want to do, what we want to manifest, how we want to engage, what impact we want to bring, or just how we want to, you know, treat ourselves, love on our family, love on our community, whatever it might be that you want to see going into this next year. And all I ask is that my prayer has always been that the Most High guide me on the straight way, guide me on the path that I'm supposed to be here to be doing, participating in, and just also just fulfilling my purpose. So as we just reflect on the moment on what our purpose and what our divine alignment is what we're here to do. Just giving thanks. blessing. We made it so far. So much more to go. Give it thanks, give it thanks. Every day is priceless, focus on divine. Not these devices, they wanna keep us mindless. Sometimes I feel I'm spiraling until I get reminded. Usually a sign of feeling I cannot describe it. Revealing what's inside, you shouldn't hide it. Spiritually guided, seeking alignment. Seeking alignment. Spirit elevate my consciousness. Raise my awareness. Open up my mind. Open up my eyes. One more time I say, every day is priceless. Focus on divine, not the devices. They want to keep us mindless. Sometimes I feel I'm spiraling until I get reminded. Usually a sign of feeling I cannot describe it. Revealing what's inside, you shouldn't hide it. Speaking alignment, spiritually guided. Gotta give yourself grace sometimes. I like to slow it down. Gotta give yourself grace sometimes. Gotta give yourself grace sometimes. Gotta give yourself space sometimes. Gotta slow the pace sometimes. Don't wanna be in this race sometimes. Every moment precious, so don't waste no time. I just need some time. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Feel like I'm moving through time and lost in space. Overstimulation, too much low vibration. We losing our connection to the sacred. The world is full of hate and devastation. We too complacent. Show me where the love is, embrace it. Show me where the faith is, untainted. That's the only way we gonna make it, make it. Lord knows I made mistakes. The truth I had to face. Old patterns had to break. The path to liberate starts in a mental state. Guide me on the straight way, way. Seeking understanding, part of our expansion. Stay centered and channeling. Every day is priceless. Focus on divine, not these devices. They wanna keep us mindless. Sometimes I feel I'm spiraling until I get reminded. Usually a sign of feeling I cannot describe it. Revealing what's inside, you shouldn't hide it. Spiritually guided, seeking alignment. Spirit elevate my consciousness. Raise my awareness. Open up my mind. Open up my eyes. Guide me on the straight way. Guide me on the straight way. 2026, guide me on the straight way. Elevate my consciousness and raise my awareness. Open up my eyes. day is priceless. Focus on divine, not these devices. They wanna keep us mindless. Sometimes I feel I'm spiraling until I get reminded. Usually a sign of feeling I cannot describe it. Revealing what's inside, you shouldn't hide it. Seeking alignment, spiritually guided. Spirit elevate my consciousness. Spirit raise my awareness. Open up my eyes. Open up my mind. Guide me on the straight way. Guide me on the straight way. 2026, got us on the straight way. 2026, got us on the straight way. 2025, we thank you for every day. Got us on the straight way. Elevate my consciousness. Open up my eyes. Y'all give it up for the amazing ensemble. Dame drummer, Lily Stern, Clark, Sim, Ayo Brain. Give thanks, give thanks.
That is the Kev Choice Ensemble. Jamming us out from the new year. Ayo Brain home for college. Bringing us some of that New York coldness on. Clark, Lily, Dame, and of course, Kev Choice. Habari Ghani. It's a few folks that know about it. Habari Ghani is the official greeting of Kwanzaa, and it means, what is the good news? What is the news of the day? And because there are 7 days that we celebrate the 7 principles of Kwanzaa, every day there's a new greeting, and that greeting is the principle for the day. So we are on day 3 of Kwanzaa, and the principle for today is Ujima, which means collective work and responsibility. So when I say Habari Ghani, you say Ujima. Habari Ghani. Exactly. All right. So it is so wonderful to be here. I'm Reverend Dereca. I'm the senior minister here at the East Bay Church of Religious Science. I use she or they gender pronouns, and I am so grateful to be here on this day. Really important. You know what? I didn't plan to say anything about it because I haven't actually watched the special yet. But Spirit just takes over sometimes. And I just want to say this, that I kind of overheard a little bit of Dave Chappelle's special. And I know we love him. I know y'all really do. But I can't be who I am and not say that when I just overheard the jokes about the deaths of trans folks, I didn't think it was so funny. And I just want to tell you that in about 20 years, this is not going to hold up well. You ever go back and watch an old comedian and then you kind of laugh and then you feel embarrassed, like, how did I laugh at that? When they were saying some horrible things about women or poor people or whatever it is. Some jokes just don't hold up well. And I just want to hold up for you that this kind of bullying of trans folks that he's on, it's not going to hold up well. So when you're making these posts about his genius, I just kind of want to let you know there's going to be an asterisk there in the future that we're building here at this church. There's going to be an asterisk next to his name because he's bullying. He's bullying a group of people, and it's not what we do. And it's not what we would want for people to do when somebody was doing it to us. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just think about the standard that we hold. When we tell white folks, I can't be down with you because you down with him. And he says and does these things that are hurtful and shameful to my community. That's the standard that we hold other people to. We say, I can't be down with you because you down with a sexist, you down with a predator, you down by association. And so I'm just saying, I'm not trying to put the brother out the community, but I am going to hold him accountable. I am going to hold him accountable. Because he talk about black and queer like they two different things. And that just erases all the queer folks in our community. Right? Black and queer, not black or queer. Right? We can't just prop people up and then call ourselves oneness, who are tearing apart at folks who are the target of actual violence. Right? Legislatively and socially. And I just can't be who I am and not speak on it. Now, I'm going to watch the special so I can be educated because I don't like people to criticize people. I just don't want to have it on my, thing that I watched it, that I counted my voice was counted. I don't like people who criticize people and they actually listen. But I heard just enough to hear a joke about trans folks being murdered in a time when black and brown trans folks are disproportionately, and indigenous trans folks are disproportionately murdered and disappeared in this country. And I'm going to tell you something. Y'all love the Bible. But what you do to the least of these, what you do to the least of these, you thought least of these was just your group? No, least of these is about the Christ consciousness speaking to you to saying, who is it that you are allowing to be bullied on your watch? That's who the least of these is. It's the people that are made not people to you, right? Remember when we was 3/5 human? We wanted some white folks to stand up and say, wait a minute, those are human beings. They're not 3/5 human. So who is it right now that this society is saying they don't matter? I could joke about them dying. They don't matter. You could just snatch them up from our community in the middle of the night, march them out in the street, and take them on to Guantanamo or El Salvador or whatever that is. That's who the least of these is. That's who it always is. It changes circumstantially. It's whoever it is that you think is okay that you could just ignore what's happening to them. Whoever it is that you're holding outside the circle of divinely protected and centered in our minds, that's who the least of these is. And every generation got to stand up and deal with the places that we have allowed some people to be discounted as people because we don't get it. We don't like them. We don't know anybody personally, even though you do. That's the thing. Everybody don't come out to you because they don't feel safe coming out to you. I can't be who I am if I don't say something. Whew, okay. There is a sermon here. It's not actually about that at all, but Spirit be working me out sometimes. All right, here we go. Today's topic is Ujima, collective work and responsibility, and how we as a community move from me to we. So, beloved community, here we are at the end of the year, and we are arriving at a sacred threshold. 1 year exhales, and another year inhales. There we go. We can let go. Some of us already got to let go of that conversation right there because it was uncomfortable. So just exhale and breathe in. Something fresh, something new. Yes. There is something special, deeply human, and deeply spiritual about endings. Endings invite honesty. They invite inventory. I don't know about you, but this is the time of the year where I start looking at what I set out to do at the beginning of the year and starting to think about what I want to claim for next year. Endings invite release. And when release is really real, renewal is not forced, it's natural. The Apostle Paul writes, "Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." And Ernest Holmes helps us hear this not just as poetry alone, but as principle. The renewing of the mind, he tells us, is a conscious act. When we change our inner images that we hold about ourselves, about God, about each other, the outer life reorganizes. Healing happens. Freedom actually becomes possible. The body responds, communities respond, and if we're doing it right, whole institutions respond. So today, at this end of the year moment, we're not just talking about our personal refreshment. This sermon is entitled Me to We because the renewal we are being invited to is not just about my goals, my healing, or my breakthrough, but it's about our shared responsibility, our shared rest, and our shared future. The end of the year is a natural altar, like this one we have for our Kanara. Across cultures and traditions, this season is marked by light, generosity, reflection, and hope. We close books, we finish chapters, we say goodbye, sometimes tenderly, and sometimes with a good riddance. Yeah, has anybody got something they saying good riddance to in 2025? It's like, that can go on out right now. And we look ahead with imagination. And there's something about turning the calendar to a new year that makes us more willing to try again. We set intentions. Sometimes against the evidence that joy just might find us again. But here is the spiritual truth we must not bypass. Renewal without release is just repetition. Yeah, I'm going to say that one more time. Renewal without release is just repetition. So you want to have something fresh, but you don't want to let go of what no longer serves? You're going to try to have the new, but not get rid of the old. Some of us need to clean out our closets and give some stuff away. It's time. It's time. We got some stuff at the church. We lined the walls with all the stuff we had at the church that we was ready to give new homes. That's what all this art is up here. All the codes and everything is for you to take this home. Right? No, for real. Because some folks need art for their new place, and some people need an inspirational photo, and some of y'all gonna be like, wait a minute, that's my picture up there. Hold on. But some of us want to just have more without letting go. And it's a requirement. Release is a requirement for renewal. If we do not consciously let go, we subconsciously carry the old forward. Ernest Holmes continues to remind us that old images of thought, failure, scarcity, unworthiness must be replaced, not ignored, not spiritually bypassed, replaced. You can't just say, what was that with the drugs, just say no. That didn't work. It didn't work. They thought it was cool and it was fun to say, but it didn't actually help people do something different because what you got to have is something to say yes to. It can't just be, I'm going to say no. Some of us are professional no-sayers. Notice I said some of us, right? No, 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 no. No, I don't think so. No, I don't see how that's possible. No, we got all kind of ways of saying no, right? But we have to have something to say yes to. So you've got to release. Release is not denial. Release is discernment. It is naming what no longer serves life and choosing to loosen your grip on that. I'm talking about all the clutter in our community, in our house, in our mind. It's a lot of clutter in our mind. The word I talked to you last week about how things are trying to get our attention all the time. You got to release some apps on your phone that could go now. There's some I just have to go in and just delete. So okay, enough already. Because I need my mind back. Maybe it's just me, but I think I need my mind back. This year, one of the things that I'm asking us to release is something that's so strong, so subtle, so seductive, and so deeply normalized, and that is grind culture. Grind culture is not a spiritual value. Grind culture tells us that exhaustion is evidence of worth, that rest must be earned, that if we slow down, we will fall behind, that everything depends on a few hyper-competent, hyper-visible, always-on people. I'm talking about East Bay Church now. That everything depends on just a few hyper-competent, hyper-visible, always-on people. Trisha Hersey, who founded the NAP ministry, God bless her, and she has something called the Rest Deck, names this for what it is. It is a spiritual, cultural, and bodily violence, especially against Black bodies and marginalized communities. She teaches us that rest is not laziness, rest is resistance. Rest interrupts systems that profit from our depletion. Rest restores our capacity to imagine, to care, to love. Because grind culture does not just harm individuals, it creates unhealthy communities and unhealthy organizations. And here is where we have to be brave enough to tell the truth in love. Sometimes our church unintentionally mirrors the very systems we say we are healing from. Ooh. I'm talking to me right now. Because it can't mirror that unless I'm talking about what I made it so. When we overwork a few, we underdevelop the many. I'm going to say that again. When we overwork a few, we underdevelop in the many. Some of us got kids that can't do the things that we can do. They can't cook. They can't clean. They can't fend for themselves. They don't know how to pay bills. They don't know how to save money. They don't know how to invest. We ain't taught them to do the things that we can do because we think that's love. Or sometimes it's what makes us feel important. They can't do for themselves, then they need us. Uh-oh. Same thing at the church. If can't nobody do it but you, then you have failed as a leader. I'm talking to me now. If can't nobody do it but you, then we have failed on this Ujima collective work and responsibility. It has to be all of us. When we reward burnout, we institutionalize fragility. So many people tell me no when I ask them to join a ministry because they see it. People in the ministries are burnt out, tired. When everything, God bless Bathsheba over here. When everything depends on the special ones, the whole body becomes anxious. This body has had some anxiety. Now, it's had some wonderful things and a lot of joy, but there is a culture here of overwork and grind culture that we can change. One of the quiet symptoms of grind culture is what I like to call the addiction to specialness. Now, some of y'all know that I'm a 12-stepper, and so I came into this wonderful 12-step program, ACA, which is for adult children of alcoholics and or dysfunctional families. And when I was there, my sponsor told me I needed to go to sex and love addicts meetings. Yeah, y'all ready? I told y'all wasn't ready for me to really talk about things, but next year, y'all better get ready because it's coming. The truth is coming next year. So she told me to go to the sex and love addicts meetings, and I was very offended. I was like, excuse me, I don't know why you would suggest such a thing. And then I got there, and they started talking about love addiction, attention addiction, validation addiction, and I was like, it felt like this. The whole time, like, oh, Lord, I didn't know they had Validation addiction. Oh, Jesus. Oh. So I'm just going to call it addiction to specialness. And we encourage it. I was a precocious child. You know, they put a mic in front of me at 3 years old. Like, tell them, say it, repeat, say it again. Tell them the thing, the planets from the sun, count to 10 in Swahili, da-da-da-da. Like, I could do all the, still can. We'll recite it for you today if you would like. All the capitals and all the states and all the la. I'm a reciter. It was bred into me. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not trying to get on you parents. I'm just saying the idea that this is our worth. That I'm only worth something if I'm special. And some of this addiction to specialness is about the way we name our relationship to other people. One of the things that really grinds my gears is spiritual hierarchy. We have a lot of teachers who are always just kind of on the mountaintop up here. And we are trying to reach enlightenment. And then we all want to get to be as enlightened as they are. And that just always grinds my gears because I'm a chop wood, carry water type of chick. What I believe is what the Buddhists teach is before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. So when people keep talking to me about how special they are, and they talking about how everybody else isn't as special as they are, I'm always like, you're not going to chop wood and carry water. I know you're not. Because you in it for the kudos. You're in it for the position of it. And let me just tell you what come with the position. Me and Reverend Arlene can tell you. There's a lot of chopping wood and carrying water. You understand? That's not what comes with the position. Yeah, I got the podium and all the things, and you think this is the part I love. I've been doing this since I was 3. This is not the part I love. It's the serving. It's the chopping wood and carrying water. Specialness says, and now this is where I appreciate how y'all been patient with me, but I had to learn, and ChatGPT had to tell me. Specialness says, it has to be new to be valuable. Okay, all right. Everybody at this church got an idea for something new. Literally, it is nonstop. You know what we ought to do, you know what we ought to do, you know what we ought to do. And then you go, oh, Reverend Dereca, you need to rest. Well, how am I rest? If we literally have 100 ideas for new things we ought to do. And they don't mean we ought to do, they mean I ought to do. You know what you ought to do, Reverend Dereca? I got an idea, I got an idea, I got an idea, I got an idea. I just bet you do. I don't even have room in my head for my own ideas. And then I come up with an idea and I'm like, hey, we can do this next week, right? And everybody's like, no. I saw a special with Brene Brown one time, and she said her team did an intervention on her because she didn't have a human concept of time. And then she was just like, let's do this all next week. So number one, specialness says it has to be new to be valuable. Let's break ourselves of that habit. I love Tiffany. Tiffany came in so nice and so quiet, and she would just ask me sometimes, what's the rush? Just this nice little question. Just what's the rush? Like, do we have to do this now? Or I thought we just said we were just doing this thing. And then I'd be like, and that, and that, and that, and that. And so this is my own stuff here, but I'm pretty sure I'm not alone. Number two, specialness says, if I don't do it, it won't get done right. Okay, I was like, ChatGPT. Oh, how are you coming for me like this? Now, let's just see if I'm alone. Anybody else in here feel like if I don't do it, it won't get done right? Look around, look around, look around. Right. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. That's a lie. That's a lie. And it's a self-perpetuating myth. because you don't never let nobody else do it. You don't ever try nobody else's way. As soon as they start doing it, you stop them from doing it because they're not doing it the way you would do it, and their way is all right. It's all right. It's all right. Specialness says, if I don't do it, it won't get done right. Number 3, specialness says visibility equals significance. Everybody wants to make an announcement. How many people think East Bay's announcements are too long? Look around. They be too long. That's because everybody wants to make an announcement because you really believe that if you get up here and say it, people will come. I get up here every week. Just because I say so. Well, Reverend Dereca, if you say it, I need you to make this now. Can you tell people? Can you let people know? That is not how it works. Ujima. Collective work and responsibility. Let me tell you how people come to your stuff. You call them. That's how people show up. You call them. First of all, you got to know them. So you might want to stay at fellowship a little bit after service, because the same 10 people that always came to your stuff are the only 10 people that come to your stuff, because that's the 10 people you know. But there's 100 new people here. And do you know them? And then I ask you to be on the greeter team, which is how you meet everybody. And you're like, oh, Reverend Dereca, I don't know if I want to do that. Well, do you want people to come to your stuff? Because everybody got an idea of something they want to offer, and then they upset because people don't come, and they believe that visibility equals significance, that if you get up here and make an announcement, then people will come. That is not how people come to stuff. It's relationship. People show up for people. Just every once in a while there's a great idea, and people are like, oh, I want to know about that. But 90% of it is relationship. And the last one, specialness says, consistency is boring. Novelty is spiritual. God gave me this idea, Reverend Dereca, and I was speaking with spirit, and I have a new idea. Does spirit ever tell anybody, keep doing what you're doing? I got a new idea. It seems like spirit only ever has new ideas. Does spirit ever come to you and just say, stay the course, keep doing that? You know, that ministry you've been in for 10 years, 10 more years. See, this is what I love about Eastern religions. When I talk to the folks who came, my best people all came from the ashram. Because when the folks over at the ashram, you come in and what do, Kimberly? Meditate, and then what? You practice, but you clean. You clean the whole thing. You got to work. You peeling potatoes. You in the kitchen. You scrubbing the toilets. Don't nobody get to know leadership because they got good ideas or spirit came to them and good idea. That's what we want. We want specialness. We want to have a good idea, and now we know we special because the minister says your good idea, you could do it. That's not what specialness is. Ask Richard Scott. Richard Scott be in here making sure there's water, making sure that, people come in on the usher and greeter team, and they making sure the bathroom is clean. They doing what needs to be done. AV team, here early. It don't matter what time the band get here, the AV team here early. Right? Ready. There's a consciousness, and that's what makes folks special. It's not the visibility. They back in the booth, and they hate that I be making them come out here and, pray and do all the stuff. They back in the booth. There's a different consciousness that we can have. Because I'm going to tell you something. Specialness is exhausting. Ask me how I know. Always needing to innovate, impress, or outperform keeps us on a treadmill that never stops. It privileges performance over presence and charisma over care. I'm going to say that again. It privileges performance over presence and charisma over care. In spiritual communities, this can show up as constantly chasing the next program, the next theme, the next revelation, without tending to the deep, faithful work of shared responsibility. From a science of mind perspective, this addiction is rooted in a false belief that source is scarce and must be proven through constant output. But truth tells us something else. Life is abundant, spirit is inexhaustible, and when we move together, no one has to be special for everyone to be whole. And I just want you to be clear. I'm not judging or shaming anybody for how we did it before. I did it. That's why I got both my hands up. It couldn't be different if we were the ones that were modeling this. But I'm here to talk about the way forward, which brings us directly to the Kwanzaa principle of the day, Ujima. Ujima means collective work and responsibility. It teaches that our problems are shared and so are our solutions. That we build and maintain our community together, that no one's well-being is disconnected from the well-being of the whole. Ujima is the spiritual antidote to grind culture. Ujima says we don't burn out a few to inspire the many. Is that all right? Can we agree to that? We don't burn out a few to inspire the many. Number two, we don't confuse leadership with martyrdom. This is on me right here. When I start talking about how hard, I had meetings since 7 in the morning to 9 at night. You say to me, and how's that working out for you? Is that a spiritual principle that you're working from right there, Reverend Dereca? Somebody ought to tell me. Some of you do tell me. I appreciate that. But it's true for all of us. We do not outsource responsibility to charisma. We always want to put somebody in charge of something because we like them. But it's about who is ultimately going to be responsible for getting the thing done. And often that don't have nothing to do with a flashy personality. It has to do with the way people show up consistently over time. Ujima invites us to ask different questions, not who will do it, but how will we do it together? And beloved, this is not just a value we admire. This is a direction we are intentionally choosing for 2026. So for 2026, we are shifting from me to we. We are preparing for a consciousness shift from concentrating power and responsibility in a few individuals to cultivating shared ownership across the whole body. This is not just about doing less ministry, it's about doing healthier ministry. It's not about lowering our standards, it's about increasing our sustainability. It's not about chaos, it's about trust. We are moving from a model where a small number of people carry the emotional, spiritual, and operational weight toward a culture where everyone understands this is ours. That means, Reverend Dereca, leadership becomes less about control and more about cultivation. Do you understand what we're talking about? Cultivating leaders and access to people. We're going to get to that in a second. It means rest becomes a collective practice, not an individual luxury. It means members move from consumers to co-creators. This shift will require a renewal of our mind for all of us. Because many of us were taught that church works best when someone else handles it. Ujima says otherwise. Spirit is not centralized. Responsibility is relational. All right, so what is it that we can actually do? Spiritual vision must become spiritual practice. So let me offer some spirit-specific grounded ways each of us can move from me to we as we actively resist grind culture in our church. Number one, normalize rest as a principle and a value. We got to stop glorifying exhaustion, y'all, in ourselves and in other people. When someone rests, bless it. When you rest, don't apologize. Choose one day a week where productivity is not the measure of your worth. We have something called the rest deck that Trisha Hersey put out. And I pulled this card today. It says, as I rest, I must make space for others to rest. Consider how you can share rest with a friend or loved one. Meditate together. Nap together. We used to actually take naps when I was at Stanford. Trisha Hersey would come down and we would get little pallets and blankets and pillows. And in the middle of the day, we would take a nap. Do nothing together. Community care is central to this rest movement. You will not be able to disrupt and deprogram from the teachings of grind culture alone. You will not move toward liberation from an exhausted state. It's not possible. Collective rest is possible. You are not alone. Number 2, commit to one thing, not everything. Where is Dr. Cynthia? I love you. I love you. But everybody wants to be, we can't do it all. Ujima does not ask you to do more. It asks you to do your part. Everybody looks at Dr. Cynthia and they're like, I can't do all of that. She can't do all of that. It's not possible. And we love it. We are so grateful. But it's creating an imbalanced organization, right? And we've got to learn what she does and do it beside her so she can have time off. Ujima does not ask you to do more. It asks you to do your part. Choose one area of service or care where you can be consistent and less indispensable and more impactful. And now I'm talking to some of you about your house, where can't nobody do it but you. I had a friend, had 5 people in her household, and she really just did not believe that anybody could do the laundry but her. So she was busy, had like 3 jobs, and just constantly nobody else could do it. And it's like, we got to let some of this stuff go. Number 4, practice mutual care. We got to check on each other, not just spiritually, but practically. Who needs support? Who needs a meal? Who needs rest? Care is not a job of a committee, a ministry, or just the prac corps. It is the culture of a community. So to the degree that we are all calling and checking on each other, then everybody's getting called and checked on. And we have calling angels. If that's your jam, you want to call and check on people, there's a ministry for you. Number 5, we've already talked about this, release the need to be special. Do not chase novelty for its own sake. Depth over dazzle, faithfulness over flash. Let repetition become ritual and consistency become trust. Last but not least, participate in collective discernment. Vision first. When we have these ideas for a ministry, go within and see what Spirit's highest idea is. Show up, speak up, listen deeply. Ownership grows where everybody's voice matters. Our future is not something that's done for us. It's something that's built by us. So this is the season that invites us to release old images. That equals work, that leadership equals sacrifice without support, that community survives on the back of the exhausted. In 2026, we are refreshing our vision of church, of leadership, of care. We are renewing our commitment not just to personal growth, but to collective flourishing. You already recited it. Jack Haddington told us, old habits have no power over me. And I'm going to add, old systems have no power over me. When we choose something better together. So as we stand at the edge of 2026, I want you to hear the invitation clearly. Release what depletes, refresh what restores, and renew what belongs to all of us. So I want to ask you to repeat this affirmation. I release, I refresh, and I am totally renewed. One more time. I release, I refresh, and I am totally renewed. This is how we move, beloveds, from me to we. This is how we embody Ujima, and this is how we prepare, not just for a new year, but for a new future built on wellness for all of us. And so it is. Welcome, Deborah Adams Trousseau, who I have been teaching with for the past year and a half and started teaching with here, some 20 plus years ago, and am grateful. And would you do the prayer for us, please?
Absolutely. So just going within and knowing that there is only one life. It is the life of God. It is my life, and it is the life of each and every person in this room. It is the life of these people that have asked for prayer. For there is only one divine presence that knows all things, that is all things, that is supporting each and every prayer request in this box, whether it is for divine wholeness, for abundance, for love, for peace, for unity. God is simply all that there is, and all the requests have already been fulfilled by this divine loving presence. The answer is always yes. And so I speak my word for release, for letting go, for knowing that God is the answer. All is truly well, and so it is.
Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Reverend Dereca, for that powerful message. Powerful, powerful. And so we're going to have Veronica come up for our gracious giving time. And as we prepare for our gracious giving, we want to say thank you. Thank you now for all the ways that you have given to East Bay Church and how you continue to give to us. So we have Veronica who will talk to you about our gracious giving. Thank you.
Good morning. It's offering time. Yay. But before we pass the baskets, I just wanted to share some really good news with you all. But first of all, my name is Veronica, and I'm the treasurer here at East Bay. And so each month I share a financial update so you know where we stand, where your giving goes, and how we're doing as a community. So today's a little different because we're closing out 2025. So I want to take a minute to look back at the year. So honestly, there is a lot to be proud of. Next slide. Thank you. Okay, our wins and highlights this year. One, we now have over 90 people giving every month. That's on our recurring givers. So that's about $14,000 a month we can count on. So that kind of consistency really has changed everything for us. Number two, we brought in over $27,000 in grants this year, which is amazing. So that's brand new revenue we did not have before. And three, you all have pledged over $53,000 to this community this year. So thank you so much for your pledges. So what else did we do? We finished our strategic planning. For those who came and participated, thank you. We started tracking our finances weekly, not just monthly. We got tighter and we got better. And beyond the money, this is really something to clap for. We had over 7,000 people come through these doors this year. We ordained 2 new ministers. We had our Kwanzaa celebration yesterday. We had a revel. And we had revival. Yes. We launched our sacred activism and are starting our community care circles. So that is really community in motion. So, looking to 2026, here is what's unfolding. We are currently finalizing a very realistic and conservative 2026 budget, grounded in what we learned this year. We're preparing for our mortgage conversations, so we'll be ready for that. In 2026, we're strengthening our finance operations. Shout out to Crystal, wherever she is. Better systems, better stewardship. And we are launching a new giving campaign early next year, so stay tuned. I'm super excited about that. So I just want to say our commitment to you is continued transparency, stewardship, and growth. And we are learning, we're listening, and we are leading with integrity. So, will you help us step into 2026 strong? Here's how you can help. Year-end giving. How many more days do we have left? 4 more days? Okay. So gifts made by December 31st are tax deductible. So if you have appreciated stock or an IRA distribution, that is a beautiful way to give. You can become a recurring giver. So even $5 a month really shifts everything for us. So our goal is 150 recurring givers by the end of 2026. I know we can do it. Yes. Complete your pledge. If you made a commitment, honor it when you're able, and get involved. Ministry fair is in January. Is that right? Bring your gifts. We really, really do need you. So I want to close with this thank you. Your generosity really carried us this year, and your love consistently reminded us what's possible. We are living in that consciousness of abundance, and I know that together we are proof that when we give as one, miracles can happen. Yes. So, thank you. So as the baskets come around, I just invite you to give from that place, to give from joy, to give from overflow. Give knowing that you cannot outgive Spirit. So whatever you offer, $5 or $500, it is received, it circulates, and it blesses. Yes. So let's say our offering affirmation together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Ashe. So, yes, thank you.
Give thanks. We're going to get a real quick example or opportunity to demonstrate that collective energy. All of us coming together to sing a song that many of us know. Even if we just sing the chorus together, which is like the main refrain. This is a meditation on peace from the Hindu and the Buddhist tradition. written by one of our illustrious writers and composers, Ricky Byers Beckwith, who taught me a lot just as a spiritual practice as a musician. And we chant this 3 times to seek peace from the divine, worldly, and eternal sources. It's a salutation, a blessing, and a meditation to bring harmony within oneself. If you know it, sing it loud so your neighbor can know it as well. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. One more time, sing it loud, come on. Peace inside my mind. Sing it. Peace inside my mind. God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my mind. God and only God I live to see. Peace inside my mind. God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my mind. God and only God I live. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
So let's just center ourselves. Spirit, we give thanks for this year, for what stretched us and what revealed us to ourselves. Bless these offerings and everyone who gave. Multiply this good. Use it to heal. Use it to serve. Use us. And so it is.
Thank you, Veronica. How you enjoying this day party? Yes. Wow. Thank you, Reverend Dereca. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is time for announcements. We have a few special announcements, so hang in there with us. This New Year's Eve, and we're going to have Reverend Amandra talk about it, is extremely special. We have our 3 churches coming together to bring this vision of the new year in. So we'll have Reverend Amandra to speak more about our New Year's celebration.
Habargami, East Bay. All right. So this is going to be an amazing New Year's Eve celebration. So you want to party? We made sure that we're going to have it early enough so that you can go home, put your clothes on, and then go out. But before you do that, we want you to come and rest inside of a sound bath that's going to be performed by Bliss. We want you to take the time to look into 2026 and see what lessons you learned. We want you to take the time to write down what it is you want to release. And then we want you to write down what it is you want to have come into your world in 2026. Yes. So come, be with us. We're going to sit together. We're going to have special ceremonies, and we're going to be all together. Collective work and responsibility. All three churches are coming together. So I'm asking you to come out and be here with us, and so that we can rest together, so that we can create together, and so that we can release together, so that we can step into 2026 renewed and ready to bring all of our energy together. I'm going to request that if you're a practitioner and you would like to participate in our ceremony, please see me after service. If you're an usher and you're going to be here and you would like to greet our guests to also be here, but please come out and join us. This is going to be a New Year's Eve we've never experienced before. All three churches have been working together to plan this, and it's something special. I was also told to let you know there's free books in the bookstore, so after service, please go into the bookstore. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Reverend Amandra. It is here. So East Bay is hosting here that night. So we have Heart and Soul, and then we have Oakland Center for Spiritual Living. So we're looking forward to the three congregations coming together. All right. Are you ready to change your thinking and change your life? Are you ready? Are you ready for 2026? Here's the thing that is amazing, and I want to take the time to say this, right? One of the beautiful things about this spiritual practice is that it has tools that offer you insight about not only who you are, but the things you can do to shift your life. You have two master teachers. They're called the Sage, I'm calling them. This is Reverend Eloise Oliver and Reverend Dereca coming together as a powerful team to teach this class. So we invite you, and as Reverend E say, it's a money-back guarantee. So whatever money you put up, if you don't see that change, each bay will give you your money back. But what we know is that you will have it, so we'll keep the money. Okay? So we want you to know that that change is here, and that has 3 sessions, and it's very important. This class is in person. We have listened to what you've asked for, being in community, to be in person. So it's January 3rd, 17th, and 31st. And then on February 7th, that session there is only from 9 to 12. It's a half day. The other days are from 9 to 3. Total immersed in beautiful connection and learning together. So register online. One of the things that I love about, and not to take up a lot of your time, about our Kwanzaa time is that we have elders, and before anything happens, they're always asking the elders for permission. And we honor in our community our elders. So Reverend Eloise Oliver will be speaking for the Women's Collective for January 3rd online, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So please join our Women's Collective with Reverend Eloise Oliver. Yes. And then we have self-mastery. This is all about learning about you, continuing to come into your true self, expressing the authentic you. How many of you are just ready to stand tall and just be big? Raise your hand. Be big, right? This is your class. This is your class to absolutely be immersed in all of you and learning about so much. So this is what our practitioner, Constance, and she will absolutely be leading this class. And this is online information as well. So it's an 8-week course starting on January 13th, and it's from 6:30 to 9. It's a wonderful class. I invite you to take it. Ooh. You see that topic? Untangling whiteness. Untangling. And I remember in the back, Reverend Dereca said, are you available to announce this? Can you deal with it? And at first I had to take a breath because I was wondering, what would we and how would we and who's untangling? But what I love about East Bay Church when Reverend Dereca say radical love, we're talking about radical love. And so we have practitioner Kasum. And I wrote some notes because she's a coworker of mine. Just to give you a little background. Not only is she a practitioner, she's an RJ restorative justice practitioner, and she's a mental health therapist. So she's a white woman who says that there's so much to unpack in a safe space, a loving space, and a space to have an even greater conversation about who we all are as one. So I want to just say thank you, Kasum, for willing to do the work, and all those who are willing to be in the room to talk about what it means to be fully engaged in a white body and not shamed about it, powerful about it, and truthful about it, and also looking at what has happened in this world. January 11th, 1 to 5, come comfortable. And this is taking place here at East Bay Church of Religious Science. Kasum was with us, but if you need more information, please contact the front office, and then also Kasum, it will be available to chat with anyone at a later date. There are many more announcements. Please go on our website. It's so many ways to be involved here at East Bay. We want you to party with us. And when I say party, loving on God is a party. So we are here to enjoy each other and be in community. Let's end these last few days. I want to challenge you to call someone over 80, and check in and see how they doing. I know I should have said 75. We're running out of time, but 80 came to mind. Everyone 80 and above, come on up, meet you about our art.
Last announcement. So, you notice the art on the walls? Remember, Reverend Dereca mentioned y'all can take it home. We have actually kicked off a silent auction. So you could take your phone, scan the QR code, place your bid. The auction is going on to the end of January 31st. So these proceeds go to the church, to the Reverend E. Emerita Fund, and to the supporting artists in the ongoing gallery. So this is now the East Bay Creative Conscious Gallery. And so we will be doing shows quarterly. This is the first show, and we're looking for more artists. You can reach out to me or Sister Hunia at ebccgallery.ebcrs.org. Thank you.
Okay, come on up.
Hi, everybody. Just want to say thank you to everyone who showed up last night at the Kwanzaa program. I really want to thank all of the people. We had so many gifts, like for the children. The food was good. The program was off the chain. We had performers from people within our congregation. We had a youth group. It was off the chain. So we're going to do the same thing, but it's not Kwanzaa, it's Black History. Last Saturday in February, get ready.
All right, thank you, everyone. So it is time for our benediction, but we don't want you to leave here without having prayer if you want someone to pray for you. If our practitioners can please stand. These individuals have studied for many years before getting their practitioner's license to hold the truth. And a prayer is just not about something wrong. It can be about something you're visualizing, praying about, celebrating. Please do not leave without praying with someone. So if our practitioners who are available after service, if you will step to the side so our congregants can know who's available for prayer. Thank you for your service and your time. And so let's get ready to close, everyone. Reverend Dereca will be in the bookstore to meet all of our guests who are here for the first time and all those who just want to say thank you for your leadership in 2025. So just saying, gracious God, loving God, thank you for this not only amazing service, but thank you for this year of 2025. Thank you for this last Sunday of coming together in community and recognizing the blessings in our life. Thank you for our health and our finances and our families. Thank you for love and joy. Thank you for being the melody of who you are, God, as the expansiveness of all areas of our life. We thank you, we appreciate you, and we're just thanking you for this service today. We're thanking life for allowing us to continue to have life. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you, and have a great day. Thank you for being here with us. Don't forget to say hi to someone as you're walking out, and don't forget to call someone over 80. We love you and appreciate you. Thank you for everything.